National Headlines. I'm Amina Ansari and I will be taking you to the top headlines from the leading newspapers of the country. Let's start with the Times of India. Modi government clears women's quota bill 27 years after it was first introduced. In a big move for women's empowerment, the Narendra Modi government is set to table a constitutional amendment bill in the Lok Sabha on Tuesday for reserving one-third of seats in parliament and state legislature across the country. Next headline is from the Indian Express. People fear that one-party dictatorship being imposed in the country. Adhir Chowdhary in Lok Sabha. On a day when Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserted that the faith of the common man in democracy is getting strengthened, opposition expressed concerns over the alleged brute majority being used to suppress its voice and that the country being run through one-party dictatorship. Attempts to destabilize opposition party ruled states and the selective use of central agencies. Let's move on to the headlines from the Hindu. Maneka Gandhi, Manmohan Singh, Shibu Soren to speak at Central Hall function before Parliament shifts to a new building. Before both the houses shift to a new Parliament building on September 19, the government has organized not just a group photograph of all the MPs of the 17th Lok Sabha, but also a ceremony in the Central Hall of the Parliament with MPs of both the houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha to attend. Apart from presiding officers of both the houses, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar and Lok Sabha Speaker Birla, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Leader of Congress in Lok Sabha Adhir Chowdhary, Leader of the House in Rajya Sabha Piyush Goyal, and Leader of the Opposition Malikarjuna Kharge are expected to speak. BJP MP Maneka Gandhi will also be speaking as a person with the most seniority in the current Lok Sabha, and former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh as the most senior from Rajya Sabha. Let's move on to the headlines from the Economic Times. Share information on data storage and transfer. Government tells Starlink. The Indian government is not satisfied with the response of Elon Musk on Starlink to its queries and has sought definite answers to questions on data storage and transfer from India-based gateways. Let's move on to the headlines from the Telegraph. Adani probe. Petitioner points finger at two members of expert panels appointed by Supreme Court. At least two members of the expert panel appointed by the Supreme Court in March in the wake of Hindenburg research report should have opted out because of the conflicts of interest arising from their close links with the Adani group, a petitioner in the case has said. Finally, our last headline is from the Hindustan Times. House bids adieu to Grand Rotunda. Prime Minister Narendra Modi led lawmakers in paying tribute to the abode of India's democracy on Monday as members cutting cross-party lines extolled the contribution of the iconic institution that once housed the drafters of the constitution and served as a custodian of the world's largest democracy for 7 decades. That's all for national headlines. To stay updated on the latest headlines from the leading newspapers, do join us on National Headlines from Monday to Saturday at 11 a.m.